Picture this. It's 1967, and children across Britain are rushing to the newsagents every Saturday to pick up the latest issue of TV Tornado. They're expecting their usual dose of adventure strips based on shows like The Saint, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, and Tarzan. But this week, staring back at them from the cover of issue 48 is something altogether more mysterious and unsettling. The enigmatic face of number 6 from The Prisoner. Today we're exploring one of the strangest footnotes in British comics history. How Patrick McGoohan's surreal masterpiece briefly entered the world of children's literature. To understand this story, we need to step back into the unique world of British children's comics in the late 1960s. This was a golden age of television-based publications like TV Comic, TV Tornado and TV 21. Weekly magazines that transformed popular shows into comic strips and text stories for young readers. TV 21 was particularly notable for being devoted more or less entirely to Gerry Anderson's Super Marionation series like Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet and Stingray. These comics were remarkably ambitious in their scope. TV Tornado featured multi-page text adventures based on Batman, Superman and the Man from U.N.C.L.E. Imagine children today having the patience to read those sorts of dense prose stories. Of course, there were limits to what could be adapted, and The Prisoner would test those limits like no other show. When The Prisoner debuted on ITV in September 1967, it was unlike anything British television, or television full stop come to that, had ever seen. McGoohan's creation, as both producer and star of the series, was a psychological thriller, dealing with themes of individual freedom, surveillance, and the nature of identity. Each episode was a philosophical puzzle, wrapped in the trappings of an especially trippy spy thriller. The show follows number 6, apparently a former secret agent, though we're never sure exactly, who's being held in a mysterious location called The Village.
How did I get here? What is this place?
This is the island.
How do I get out of here?
Oh, no one leaves the island.
So I'm a prisoner? How come?
Because you...
His kidnappers want to know why he's resigned from his job, but number 6 refuses to tell them. So essentially each episode is an elaborate mental chess game between him and his captors. Turning it into children's entertainment was never going to fly, frankly. Bearing all that in mind, The Prisoner did make one official appearance in children's comics in an issue of TV Tornado from December 1967. 8 weeks earlier, the comic devoted half a page to McGoohan's life story, but that was nothing compared to this striking cover of number 6's big giant head, enclosed in a large bubble with another 2 Patrick McGoohans in civilian clothes. All very strange. That tantalising line at the bottom, "See cover man inside," refers to this small photograph and caption. A bit of a swizz, really. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. While The Prisoner wouldn't receive an official comic book adaptation until 1988, the character did appear, in an unauthorised way, in March 1968, in a British comic strip by Brian Lewis called Charlie's Choice. This was in a comic called Smash, a very different beast from TV Tornado. Instead of straight adventure stories, it specialised in funny strips that often parodied or borrowed from pop culture. The idea behind Charlie's Choice was that a boy owned a TV set whose characters came to life, be it Emma Peel from The Avengers, Napoleon Solo from The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Robin Hood or King Arthur. The strip that ripped off The Prisoner in issue 109 features a character who is recognisably number 6, with his dark blazer, serious demeanour and dialogue that references the show's famous titles. "Don't call me number 6, I'm a free man," he declares at one point. You get the picture. Instead of existential horror and Orwellian paranoia, we get slapstick comedy for youngsters. In the opening frames here, Charlie releases number 6 from his TV set and gives him a head injury in the process. Next, he disguises him as a cowboy. This was the 1960s, remember? And as they make for Charlie's secret hideout, number 6 collides with a lamppost. Undeterred, Charlie borrows a go-kart from his friend Jimmy. A chase ensues when Charlie runs down Constable Cook, the local policeman, who pursues them on his pushbike. Charlie escapes the long arm of the law by squirting the road with oil and stranding the officer up a tree. Did I mention it's for kids? In the end, number 6 is so grateful to Charlie for taking him to his hideout that he gives him money for sweets. We'll skip lightly over that one, shall we? Straight away, the boy responds by treating himself to a nosh-up, that's food if you're wondering, including copious amounts of chewing gum. With the comic strip drawing to a close, the prisoner shrinks back to television size just as Charlie is blowing a massive bubble. Mistaking it for Rover, the silly twerp runs back into the TV set in a panic and ends up saying "Bah!" while Charlie mocks him mercilessly. That then is the story of The Prisoner in children's comics. One official cover that went nowhere and one cheeky, unauthorised strip that just stole what it needed. I doubt very much that something like Charlie's Choice would happen these days, but that's brand protection and lawyers for you, isn't it? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you can be bothered, and, of course, be seeing you.